YouTube. How everybody's doing? I hope everybody's doing okay. Yeah, I just kind of want to come on and kind of give a little update. And I know I come on, I thought about it and about discussing what I cook, what I eat, and stuff like that. But there are other things that I have going on with myself that I don't discuss. And so it may be for the best that I do, so I'm going to. So, yeah, here's the thing. I went out yesterday evening to take trash out, opened the door, and there was something on the front door. Can anybody guess what it was? Oh, I can. This. Yeah, it is a notice to pay rent or quit notice. Okay. I do not ignore these kind of notices. This is the same notice I received in Long Beach and in a couple other places we have been so far. So here's the thing. Right now, my daughter is sick. She cannot work right now. Okay. She went to the hospital yesterday or last night and was giving a sick notice, which means she's not supposed to be working or out. She have to stay in until she's better. Um, with that said, again, it's why I've been coming on almost 6, 7, 8 months, almost a year really, on and off, discussing why I have to work. Again, I'm a worker. I earn a living. I have to earn a living. And that helps me to keep rent paid and any other expenses that I have to provide for myself and help provide for my family. That's just the way it is. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I have to work. Okay. So Um, right now, there is a flu epidemic going on, and employers are not allowing employees to work if they have flu or cold like symptoms, which my daughter is experiencing right now. So, yeah, we don't want her to get any worse, with that. Um, for one, we don't want the condition that she has to get worse. Um, if it do, what could potentially happen is that she could be hospitalized for pneumonia, and we don't want that neither, of course. And for one reason, and then the other reason would be for why we don't want that is because that would push us further behind with paying rent, you know, and we don't want that neither. If she ends up hospitalized, that means she really wouldn't be able to work. And that means we really wouldn't be able to pay the rent. And so that would also be another issue. We don't want that. So uh, now I understand the importance of working. Again, it's why I've been coming on for almost a year on and off, discussing why I have to work, And I tried doing that early in to avoid, a situation like one is going on now from happening where it would get to the point where the rent won't be paid, which is why I've been coming on again and saying that I have to work. Okay, it's a little too late at this point for us to, you know, be concerned about that. She's sick right now, and she's gonna have to stay in until she gets better. So I had to notify her employer and give them an update on her condition, and they will be sending her home. She just left out a couple hours ago, and they will be sending her home. And they told me the same thing that, it is true. They are not allowing employees to work. Employers are not allowing that. Employees who are sick with flu or cold like symptoms, they are not allowed to work right now. So they will be sending her home, and she's going to have to stay in until she get better. And that's just the way that goes. So we're hoping at this point we'll be given enough grace to bring the rent current, you know, and yeah, um, it's the way it go. And like I say, I understand the importance of working just as much as anyone else, but the point is we have to be well enough to work. See, again, we cannot be sick with flu or cold-like symptoms, and that's how that goes. Again, employers are not allowing that employees to work with those kind of symptoms. So yeah, she cannot work right now. That's just the way it is. So we're hoping again that again, we will be given enough grace time to get it together. Again, I'm definitely gonna have to work. With that said, you know, there's just no other way to explain that. Again, I'm no exception when it comes to that. I'm like anyone else. I have to pay rent, bills, and other adult expenses like anyone else. And I do that through working. Again, I'm a worker. I have to earn a living. So that's how that go. Yeah, and so we right now you know been struggling for a while to pay rent, stuff like that, and it's been a little bit too much, too long. It's more time than what we that should be, for that. We we don't want to fall any further behind. And like I say, yeah, so we're going to follow up with some things to see what we can do at this point to get to where we can either be allowed enough grace time to be brought to current, because if not, we'll have to move on to another routine, um, to do that. Yeah, we have to pay rent. Now, when we moved in here, this place, the terms and conditions that were at the time when it come to working or paying rent, it still follows. We have to still follow through with it. And this is the point. Uh, yeah, her and I are here residing, and it's the both of our responsibility to work together, go half and pay the rent, go half in on the rent to pay the rent and the bills and any other expenses that are needed. And so that's the thing with it. Again, this is why I have to work. So I just wanted to come on and discuss that. I felt it was needed to do that. Yeah, we I don't ignore these kind of notices. I never have, and I choose not to do it now. I don't do that. And now we can't do eviction. We cannot be evicted. We just did that not too long ago, and we cannot do that now anymore. So this is a yeah. I don't do this. We don't do this. See, yeah, we don't do that. So this is uh, that's all I want to say for now, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off, and I'll be back on maybe a little later, and yeah, I think that's all for now. So I hope everyone continue to have a good day, a good evening, and bye for now. Okay.